Yes, yes, it's that time, guys. Namaste. God bless. How are all of you? Happy Valentine's Day. Had to get that promo in before they cut out on the storyline. Happy Tuesday. Transformation Tuesday. It's awesome. God, after my weekend marathon of working for the Super Bowl and Valentine's Day, I finally have some time to jack out some videos. So guys, please, this is random because their life is really busy but blessed. Follow me, Jerry Maldonado 2, and you get notifications when I can pop my little ass on and say hi to all of you guys. So happy Tuesday. Let's do the routine. Guys, wake up. It's time to get inspired, guys. You got a gift, man. You got a gift. You know, Valentine's Day is, I wore my red, little humble correspondent in regards to this day of love. I was I'm digressing here, a senior moment. I was mocked at work this weekend. Yeah, I was mocked at work. Busy times, they want people to make announcements and help sell products in the store. And anybody who knows me from work knows that I'm a very quiet, subdued, passionate guy. I'm just doing my job, and I want to go home. I love what I do. I just want to do it, focus on it, and get the hell out. So they walk up to me. One of the guys walk up to me and say, "Jerry, we need announcements to help sell product. Could you help us?" I'm like, "Okay, no problem." So I proceed to get on the intercom and start being my America's mentor over the intercom at the store. People don't realize, because I have very few friends from work here on Facebook, and they don't realize that, you know, my dream outside that, my gift, that's one of the words in the words today, guys. My gift is doing what I love to do, which is being right here with you guys. So I proceed to give these long dissertations over the intercom, and I start getting text messages from my employees because they have my number. You know, they're mocking me and making fun of me. But most importantly, one of the corporate guys, the big corporate guys, walked up and said, "Was that you on the intercom?" Looked at me very sternly. He's not known for happiness, believe me. Looked at me very sternly. And I said, "Yes, sir, it was me." He goes, "Very good, very creative." I'm like, huh, okay, thanks a lot. But I wasn't doing it. I wasn't doing it to stand out. I was doing it because I was showing the world my gift. And on this day of giving and love, if all of you guys can kind of look in the mirror today and say, "I love you," to yourself, and make a commitment to use that gift that you were giving. In Scripture, Proverbs, every notable speaker, deceased, here, gone, now, has noted the fact that we all are endowed with something. I'm going to read you something that I didn't understand for many moons, but at the same time, when I understood it, I realized that I was a magnet. And if I use that gift that I have, whatever I'm endowed with, personality trait, vocation, whatever it might be, the universe is going to respond. You're going to be a magnet, and you're going to bring to you the most amazing things. Proverbs 18:16. This is really heavy stuff today, but you guys got to realize, when you start using your gift, you start bringing to you what you want instead of fighting the world. You start creating your world. So Proverbs 18:16. A man's gift makes room for him. A man's gift makes room for him, what you were designed to be known. Anybody, my family especially, knows me, that grew up very quiet, but I always knew I had something in me. I always knew that I wanted to be something bigger than what I was, and I mentioned this many times in America's Mentor, of really showing what I wanted to be out there. But every time I did, I got the mocking thing from everybody, and it really put me back in my shell. It ever happened to you guys, whether it be love or trying to be whatever you truly wanted to be, truly showing something to the world that who you are, you were mocked, and you went back in your shell and never did it again? Well, what I'm saying to you is, if you got the tenacity, and I'm spitting on the camera, if you got the tenacity to really enslave that passion, that fire, that heat that we all have, that gift, life is going to respond, and it's going to be and I can honestly say, on a personal level, for America's Mentor and all the endeavors I'm doing with it, whether it be reels or videos or shows that I'm doing for the West Coast, it's really taken off only because I'm doing what I love to do. And today is the day of love. Give yourself the best love, the best gift of the world, of making a choice of being who you want to be. and deciding what you want to do and going where you want to go, because life is going to respond to that. We're all out there being something that we're not in a lot of ways, and I did it. I was giving everything away the majority of my life that wasn't me. When you realize who you are, that's when life really starts taking off, man. But Matt 13:12, and this was the one I was talking about. I kind of digressed to Proverbs, but Matt 13:12 says it best. And you are virtually guaranteed, man, just like an infomercial, you're guaranteed to receive back the most beautiful, positive insight if you truly believe in that gift. And Matt 13 said, for whoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. Hath is just have. Whatever you have, what's that gift that you have? And out of the quote box today, it's deep. I don't even know if I could post. I'm getting deeper with the quotes, man. That's why I've been doing the reels with other words, because I'm getting deeper as far as the neuroscience and the psychology of one's gift and one's life itself. It's hard for people to understand. That's why I do these shows for America's Mentor. So out of the quote box today, on this Tuesday, Transformation Valentine's Tuesday, what you have can be, and what is not can't be. What you have is you're already gifted with it. Everybody out there is trying to do the next part of that comma sentence, and what is not. When you realize what you have, you, how should we say, accelerate your abundance in life. You accelerate whatever you're trying to bring to you. You accelerate what you truly want to be. If you just gotta be what you truly want to be, and understand that life will give you whatever you try. But if you really don't think you can attain it, but keep going after it, which I am a total veteran of. I tried so many, that's only because I wanted to. Indeed, I never really failed at anything in life. I realized that I have this precocious attitude of just wanting to go out there and try everything. And indeed, I tried. And shit hit the fan in a lot of ways, man. I did. I lost everything a couple, 3 times. I failed at many things a couple, 3 times. But it had to, you got to get good at what you truly have. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to explain, but once you get it, like I finally got it, you got to condition what you're gifted with. You know, a basketball player doesn't just go out there and start shooting three shots, man. He doesn't just start going out there and start making all these shots. He's got to practice. That's the Jordans of the world and the James of the world. They had to spend hours and hours refining their gift. This is what people fail to realize. They're not refining it. They just, I got this gift of talking to people, but I'm just going to hide and not practice it every day. This is just practice of my gifts, what I'm giving to you guys. And this is how you grow. And whatever trade or whatever love you have in life, you got to keep at it. You got to keep at it. There was a notable man back in the 1800s. I love telling these stories because it's not just about perseverance. He knew he had something. He knew he wanted to be bigger than what he was. But he had to go through 28 years of complete and utter nervous breakdowns, failures, to the ultimate position that anyone would desire of. And that's Abe Lincoln. Abe Lincoln. He was in a debate. He was in a debate in the 1800s. And one of his rivals called him two-faced. And this guy was so witty. He goes, do you think if I had this face, I'd be showing it to you? Does that make sense? You guys, you got to keep practicing at what you're doing. And Abe Lincoln was awesome. To believe in the unseen is amazing. Was in his eyes. And I'm getting ahead of myself because I love this guy so much because he showed life that you can create anything, but you got to understand yourself and you got to keep working at yourself. So Abe, here's just a small list of his failures. And the 28 span that led up to ultimately his presidency. And see if you guys, and this kind of relates to me. I've tried everything and I've failed at so many things. But he lost his business in 1833. He lost a bid for the state senate in 1833. Once he actually became in the state senate or the legislation back then, he lost his speaker's bid to get in there. Then he lost his renomination. Then he lost the nomination for Congress, man. Then he finally was elected to Congress in 1846. He lost that renomination, rejected for the land office after he went home with all these titles that he held in the state offices and federal offices. He was rejected for his love of surveying the land. Then he's defeated for the Senate in 1854, defeated for the vice presidency in 1856, defeated for the U.S. Senate in 1858. and finally in 1860 became the President of the United States. But during that time, he had to keep refining and keep refining and keep redoing, but just being who we wanted to be. And I say this a lot on America's Mentor. I say it continuously in so many different ways. And out of the quote box, one of those words is have. This is what he had. He had to hold or maintain as a possession, privilege, or entitlement of what he truly wanted to be, and keep working at that. Next is your gift. I mention this a lot on America's Mentor. When you realize your gift, whatever it might be, life is going to respond to that. Gift is a notable capacity, talent, or endowment, with synonyms of bless, endow, favor, and invest, which is most importantly. So we're all out there trying to invest in all these things for our retirement. Why retire? Work on now. Work on yourself right now. That person you've always wanted to be, because from that person you have always wanted to be, you will attract that. People ask me, I want love in my life. I said, well, be the love that you want. Be the love that you want, and you're going to attract that same love to you. You're already doing it. You're just attracting the person that you don't want to be. Does that make sense? So whatever you're trying to do in life, be that trying to do first, inside, and feeling, and thought, and everything that you do. Life is going to respond. You can't lose at this game, guy. You really can't, meatball. It doesn't. Wake up. You can't lose if you know that if you know the gift that you have. That the problem is we don't come to this life with the owner's manual, man. You don't pop open the computer someday and start using all the applications. You got to learn how to do it. And it's sad because now we've come to a stage of life where so many people think that they try once, I failed, I'm done. If you know you have something, give it, because life is going to give right back to you. The karmic way of life is giving your gift. It's the gift that keeps on giving. What's the gift? You. Whatever you're good at, whatever you feel good about, and whatever you keep doing every single day is going to come back to you in the most beautiful way. And if you're unrelenting, like I have been with my life in so many different things, unrelenting at trying everything, yeah, indeed, but I learned something from it. You got to have that kind of attitude. You got to have that fortitude to overcome. And life is going to respond in the most beautiful ways. So guys, thank you so much for this Tuesday. I kept you guys long today, but what you have can be. Really, what you have, that gift can be. And what is not can't be. Stop trying to be something that you're not, and just go after who you are. And watch the magic, man. Watch the universe really come out there and start giving you the most beautiful situations, circumstances, and events to match that. So guys, America's Mentor _radio, at America's Mentor on Twitter and on YouTube. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for the Jackson Reels, up a couple $1,000%. And just, if anything out of these little vignettes that I give you, whenever I can, couple, 3, 4 times a week, understand that you have that same power. You just got to have the courage and the fortitude to push it out there every single day with direct focus on what you want. Life is not going to deny it. We're already doing it backwards. We're focusing on what's not here. Focus on right now, the present tense of who you are, and do it continuously, and life is going to respond continuously. Guys, have an awesome Tuesday. Love all of you guys. Take care.